Hello, this is Opinion Radar, and if you're anything like me, always chasing that perfect blend of comfort and style, then you're going to want to hear about today's feature. I've been on the hunt for faux leather leggings that actually feel wearable, not just camera ready, and after seeing these pop up everywhere on my feed, I finally caved and tried the Tagoo Faux Leather Leggings. Priced at $56, they're not the cheapest option out there, but they're not sky high either. So the real question is, do they deliver on the hype? Spoiler, I was genuinely surprised by what these leggings brought to the table. From the moment I unboxed them, I could tell they felt different. Not just in texture, but in intention. They're designed to be more than a trendy piece. They're built to elevate basics without sacrificing ease. So, are they worth the space in your closet? Let's dive into how they've been holding up in real life, beyond just that first wow moment. Okay, so I just got these Tagoo Faux leather leggings, and honestly, they've already become one of my go-to outfits for nights out, or even dressing up a casual daytime look. The first thing I noticed was how put together I felt the second I put them on. They're high-waisted, which I absolutely love because they smooth everything out and give me that little confidence boost around the midsection. I'm not joking, it's like wearing a gentle hug. I'm someone who's always been self-conscious about my lower belly, but these leggings really help hold everything in without feeling like I'm squeezing myself into a sausage casing. And unlike some tummy control pieces that dig in or roll down after 5 minutes, these actually stay put. No constant tugging at the waistband in public, which is a total win in my book. Plus, the length is perfect for my 5 feet 4 inches frame. Hits right at the ankle without being too long or requiring adjustments. I paired them with a cropped sweater and knee-high boots and got, 3 compliments in one evening. Not bad for leggings, right? Now, let's talk material, because this is where things get a little interesting. The first time I wore them, I was shocked at how much they actually look like real leather, but in a really chic, modern way. They're not overly shiny, which I was worried about. I didn't want to look like I moonlight as a roller derby queen, but they still have that sleek, polished vibe that makes any top instantly dressier. One of the things I love most is how quiet they are, like no swishing with every step you take. I hate when leggings sound like a crinkly grocery bag as you walk, but these are silent. Seriously, smooth, quiet, and surprisingly soft against the skin. They're also not sheer at all, which you just can't take for granted with dark leggings. I bent over, sat crisscross applesauce on the floor. Yep, I tested the limits and nothing showed. They stretch easily, so getting them on isn't a workout, but they still feel snug and supportive, not loose or saggy, even after hours of wearing. I've worn these on date nights, to brunch with the girls, and even to a holiday party, and they've totally held up in different settings. With a long tunic or oversized sweater, they're effortlessly cool and comfy for running errands or grabbing coffee. Switch it up with a bodysuit and a leather jacket, and suddenly you're ready for cocktails downtown. They're definitely dressing up any of my basic tops, and I love that they're kind of in that sweet spot between edgy and elegant. That said, they're not exactly workout ready. This isn't the pair I'm hitting the gym in, obviously, but that's not what they're meant for. They're dressy, so I treat them more like a wardrobe staple than athleisure. I have washed mine once so far, and so far, so good. But heads up, I think they're hand wash only, which isn't a deal breaker for me, but it's something to keep in mind if you're all about stick and forget laundry days. Overall, quality-wise, I'd say they feel more expensive than their $56 price tag suggests. I own some faux leather pants from pricier brands, and honestly, these are holding their own. No pilling, no weird smells, and they haven't lost their shape. That said, I did notice they run a tiny bit small. I sized up for my usual, and I'm so glad I did. I'm on the cautious side, and even with stretch, a true to size might feel too tight if you're between sizes or prefer a more comfortable waistband. Also, a few people online mentioned a slightly shiny look, and I kind of get that. Depending on the lighting, they can look a little more disco ball than I expect, but it's not extreme. It's just something to consider if you're wanting a totally matte, low-luster look. I personally don't mind a little shine. It adds some fun to the outfit. Honestly, if you're looking for a pair of faux leather leggings that actually feel flattering, stay in place, and don't scream cheap. These are a solid choice. I've worn mine several times already, and they've held up well without any pilling or seam issues. The only real downside is the hand wash thing, but if you don't mind a little extra care, they're totally worth it. I definitely recommend them for anyone wanting that polished, dressed-up legging that's still comfy enough to wear all day. Just size up if you're unsure. Better safe than squeezed. If these to-go leggings were a text message, they'd be, "I'm ready, let's go energy." Sleek, confident, and totally camera ready. If you're as into flawless fit and fierce comfort as I am, hit that like button and subscribe, because Fabulous deserves a standing ovation and weekly updates.